Hey, it's Alex Mandossian from ProductiveToday.com. And right now I'm here in my office. It's a converted bedroom in my home. I just got back from the gym, as you can tell. And I'm going to share a tip with you that will not save you minutes, not even hours, but over 9 40-hour work weeks this year if you take advantage of it. I'm curious if you want to find out what it is, because it's so simple and it's just adding 2 more things to what you already probably have. Now, this was a tip that I just picked up by visiting my good friend Patrick Gentempo, Dr. Patrick Gentempo. He's the CEO and founder of the Chiropractic Leadership Alliance. And what's important about in observing what he did is I just looked over his shoulder. I said, "How come you have that?" And he said, "Well, doesn't everyone have that?" And I said, "No, I only have one of those." And the 3 things that he has, I want to show you. So why don't you just move around, and we have a very special cameraman today. His name is Lawrence, and Lawrence is my IT guy. He's the guy who set up these screens. If you've been to the reunion, you've seen Lawrence before. Say hi.
Hi.
Hey, what's the significance of that sweatshirt over there?
I have no idea. It's
All right,
a gift.
that's the right answer. Anything else would have taken too much time. Okay, so Lawrence is holding the camera because Amy went into the city, and he's getting paid the same amount that Amy gets paid, 0. Okay, but it's fun though, right?
That's right.
All right, so here's the tip. Now, here you see 3 screens. This is screen number 1. You're getting a nice close-up of that? Screen number 1. This is screen number 2, and you'll see there's a webcam up there, and that's for my video, what I'm doing coaching overseas in either Singapore or the UK or in Australia. And this is screen number 3. Now, initially, before I met Patrick Gentempo's, when I went to his office, I'd met him a couple years prior, I only have one of these screens, and he had 3 set up. So I asked him, and I'm sure many people are set up this way as well. I've seen 2. But I asked him, what do you put on each of these screens? And he told me. Well, here's what I do. On screen number 1, I set up a little differently, and it works for me. On screen number 1, I put my Outlook, and that includes my calendar, that includes email, that includes everything related to Outlook. So that's screen number 1, and it's always there. Screen number 2 is what I'm working on. It could be a curriculum, like a PowerPoint, a curriculum in the form of a Microsoft Word document, an online PDF. It could be recording and audio. Whatever I'm doing in real time, I put in the middle. And of course, I can make things switch around. And then on this 3rd screen is where the internet is. So I put my Firefox browser here. And if you just load Firefox, sometimes it takes maybe, for me, sometimes it takes 3 to 5 seconds for the thing to load. Now, in the case where it's already loaded, it'll load immediately. It'll take less than a second. Now, if you do 100 searches a day, and you're saving 100 seconds a day, look at how that compounds. If you're moving files back and forth through one screen, the extra $300 per screen that I paid is more than worth it, because if I'm going to save, I've noticed I'm going to save about 9 40-hour work weeks. I'm saving 1 hour a day by having these 3 screens up. Sometimes I work 8 hours a day, sometimes I work 12 hours a day. Recently I've been working 16 hours a day because of the Ultimate Internet Bootcamp. Sometimes 20, just to get the job done, right? WIT, whatever it takes. Well, the more you work, the more time you save when you have 3 screens, because rather than pushing up new material or a browser or any kind of application that you have, or checking your mail or whatever it is that you have, what you can do without multitasking is have those 3 screens like I just showed you and switch from one to the other very quickly, because the stuff is already up, and it saves you seconds a day, and they compound, and as they compound, you have a compound effect, as my good friend Darren Hardy has written, and he is the editor-in-chief of Success Magazine. That's a book I want you to get. We'll be talking more about that, the compound effect. But for right now, the big impact that you can have is have 3 screens. Not 2, not 1, 3 computer screens. These are not 3 computers. These are 3, are they called screens?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Monitors.
Monitors, 3 monitors, that's all you need. And it doesn't matter if you have a Mac or a PC, you will save, if you're like me, at least an hour a day. Now let's say that's pushing it. Let's say you save half an hour a day. Well, that's 4.5 40-hour work weeks. Let's say you save, 15 minutes a day. well, then you're looking at least at 2 40-hour work weeks. That's like 80 hours a week you are saving just from moving from going to one screen and pushing up new applications and your Outlook and whatever else that you have, your browser, to just having them on the 3 screens. Now, going to 4 and going to 5 may not be as productive, but I would focus on 3. That is the tip for productive today. And my tips always come on Monday. Dan Safko, sorry for getting this to you late, but as it stands, it will go on a Monday like it typically does. My name is Alex Mandossian. This is ProductiveToday.com. Please comment and share on this post. Tell me how many screens you use and tell me whether or not you're going to go to the 3-screen initiative on this content collaborative at ProductiveToday.com. All good wishes. See you next Monday.